Okay, so step 4 has 2 parts, but for individuals that are doing one trauma incident at a time, really the 4B is relevant. Yeah. If you're doing lots of incidents together, then we start grouping your survival responses, because sometimes if there's several incidents, you do the same kind of behavior. I went home and cried. I cried right there in the moment. All of those would be crying. And so we group them. But with one incident, you're really concerned with 4B, because we do the same thing in 4B that we did in step 2. We take our behavior.
Right.
Now we're only looking in our mirror. What are the values associated with my behavior? What are the values that I hold that might be in confliction with the values I lived out? And what are the losses?
Right.
So it takes that, and now we're looking, this is the mirror. I'm looking in the mirror. What did I do? And what are the values behind what I did? Did some of them conflict with values I hold? I believe people should be treated with respect, and I cussed her out. Ooh, both of those happened. I believe people should be treated with respect, and I still cussed her out. Triggered. You would list both of those values associated with your narrative. With yours, each story, you pick from your story what those values are.
Okay.
And you sit with that.
I mean, I'm thinking, a lot of people, they don't like admitting to crying, but for me, I cried, so crying is an emotional response for me.
And what were your values? Because values could be crying is a sign of weakness.
Right. It's an emotional response for me.
Okay. For some people, their very values are the source of the trauma. I cried. That's a fact. But if in my mind, I feel like that's a weakness, crying traumatizes me.
Right.
And so it's saying, what is your real value about showing emotions? And we dig that up. So that's a really good example. Your value was aligned with you crying. It matched.
Yes.
No confliction.
Got you.
In other parts of your response, you're wanting to look and see, because we'll ask about those conflictions. So step 4 is, what did I do? And what are the values associated with it? Were any of these values that conflict with values that I hold? And then what were my losses?
I was thinking one of my survival responses. I have a daughter. So, I had to comfort my daughter, right? I'm thinking that will be the survival skill. And then I'm responsible for parenting her, right? So therefore I comforted her.
So your value said, I'm responsible for this child's emotional well-being.
Yes.
I comforted her, which matches that value.
Yes.
No confliction.
Yes.
No confliction.
Yes.
So this shows things that are in agreement and things that are not.
Well, let me go to my table of contents since we're on step 4. I'm believing that is step 4. Okay, so that's page 86.
Chapter 20.
Okay, page 86. So I'm going to read up on that.
Okay. And that is step 4.